Every time you spray that line of ants on your counter, you make the problem worse, not a little worse. One trail becomes 3 within 48 hours, and now they are inside your walls, instead of just hanging out by your toaster. I did this for 2 summers. I sprayed the trail in the kitchen, watched it disappear, and felt completely in control for exactly 2 days. Then the trail showed up behind the stove, then under the bathroom sink. I thought I had 3 separate ant problems. In reality, I had one ant problem that I had just politely asked to spread out. Here is what actually works. 2 ingredients both already in your kitchen. 1 ratio that has to be exact or the whole thing fails. And a moment, about 3 days in, where you will be convinced you made everything worse, right before it works completely. Here is what spray actually does. You kill the ants you can see. The survivors detect the chemical disturbance and scatter, a process called colony splitting. They simply re-establish trails somewhere else in the house, often behind walls or under flooring where you cannot reach them. Within 48 hours, you have the exact same colony operating from 3 new entry points instead of 1. And none of it touches the part that matters. The queen is several feet down or deep inside a wall void, producing new workers every single day. You can eliminate every ant on your counter, and she will replace all of them within a week. The visible trail was never the colony. It was a handful of foragers, usually less than 1% of the entire population. You are essentially fighting an enemy while only looking at their scouts. The only way to reach the queen is to get something into the colony's food chain and let the ants do the heavy lifting for you. Here is how you do that, and the ratio is the part that makes or breaks this entirely. Borax. Laundry aisle, right next to the detergent. The box will last so long you will likely end up leaving it to someone in your will. Powdered sugar. Baking aisle. Total cost is about $4. Mix 1 part borax with 3 parts powdered sugar. Stir until fully combined. That is the bait. Here is why the ratio is not negotiable. An ant colony works like a strict relay team, and the bait has to survive the whole handoff. Worker ants only drink liquids. They physically cannot swallow solid food, so they carry the sugar, borax mixture back and feed it to the larvae. The larvae are the only ones that can process solid food, and they convert it into the liquid that feeds everyone else, including the queen. Forager to larva to queen. That is the whole relay, known scientifically as trophallaxis. If you make the ratio too strong, the relay breaks at step 1. The foragers die on the way home, or they sense something is wrong and walk away. Too weak, and by the time it processes through to the queen, it is just a sweet snack. 3-to-1 threads that needle perfectly. Getting it wrong is the single biggest reason this method fails. You have the bait mixed and ready. The next step takes 10 seconds, and one specific habit will tempt you to undo all of it. Bottle caps, small lids, or scraps of cardboard. Anything flat and shallow works. A teaspoon of bait on each one. Place them directly on the ant trails, along baseboards, under the sink, near doors, wherever you actually see them moving. You are intercepting them on their normal route, not trying to lure them somewhere new. And now, the hardest part. Do not spray anything near those stations. I know the feeling. I stood in my kitchen with a paper towel in one hand, watching ants walk straight across my counter, and every instinct told me to wipe them out right there. But that trail is not the problem anymore. It is your delivery route. Spraying near it now scatters the colony again, breaks up the trail, and your bait sits there untouched. Let them walk across it. Let them carry it home. Around day 2 or 3, something happens that makes most people panic. You will see more ants. Significantly more. Not fewer, more. And often in places you had not noticed them before. The first time this happened to me, I assumed I had accidentally invited every ant in the neighborhood to a party. I almost threw the stations out and went back to spraying. It is actually the opposite of what it looks like. More ants on the bait means more ants carrying it back to the colony, feeding it through the chain, and reaching the queen. That surge is the method working exactly as intended. Do not touch the stations. Do not spray. By day 5, activity drops noticeably. Within 2 weeks, the trails are gone, not relocated, not hiding, gone. Before the timeline, because I know what you are thinking if you have pets or kids. Borax is a naturally occurring mineral that has been in laundry rooms for over a century. At these bait station concentrations, A pet or child would need to consume a large amount of the powder to have a negative reaction. My dog walked past these stations for 2 summers and never once showed interest. It smells like sugar to us, but not to him. Still, use common sense. Place the stations where ants travel but pets and kids do not, behind appliances or inside cabinets. 2 honest things before you go. This works extremely well on the ants most homes deal with: odorous house ants, pavement ants, and little black ants. Fire ants take longer because their colonies run deeper. And if ants are entering from multiple points, the bait still works. It just takes longer because you might be dealing with more than one colony. 3 trails. Behind the stove, under the sink, along the counter. 3 bottle caps, same bait, same ratio. 2 weeks later, the kitchen, the bathroom, the stove. All 3 were quiet at the same time, not because I had finally found the perfect spray, but because there was only ever one colony, and it had just told everyone where to find it.